Hey, Bears fans, the offseason is heating up, and there's a ton of news coming out about what could be a transformative period. For the Chicago Bears, the team is at a crossroads, trying to figure out how to balance building through the draft with making strategic moves in free agency. Right now, everyone's talking about the edge rusher situation. The Bears need that kind of disruptive presence in their front seven, someone who can put consistent pressure on quarterbacks and make life difficult for opposing offenses. Two names that keep popping up are Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby, both elite pass rushers with different strengths and considerations. Hendrickson, at 31, is an established veteran with a proven track record. He's someone who knows the system under Dennis Allen, having played under him for the first 4 seasons of his career, which is a huge plus. However, he's coming off a season where a hip injury cut his production short, and there's legitimate concern about the mileage on his body. Players at his age, especially at the edge position, start showing signs of wear, and teams have to be cautious with the kind of long-term financial commitments they make. Hendrickson had a hot start in the 7 games he played for the Bengals, putting up 16 tackles, 11 solo for sacks, and even forcing a fumble. That shows the impact he can have when healthy. But the Bears will have to weigh whether a high-cost veteran with some injury history is the right move compared to investing in younger talent. On the other hand, Max Crosby, 28, is 3 years younger and offers a slightly different profile. He played a nearly full season, despite dealing with injuries toward the end, and his numbers were impressive. 73 total tackles, 45 solo, 10 sacks, 20 tackles for loss, and to force fumbles show a player who can consistently disrupt both the pass and the run game. Crosby doesn't have the familiarity with Dennis Allen's defense that Hendrickson brings, but his youth and overall production make him a very attractive option. It's one of those situations where you have to decide between a seasoned veteran who can plug in immediately versus a slightly younger player who may have a higher ceiling. Over the next few years, the Bears management, led by Ryan Poles, will have to make careful calculations, weighing cost, age, durability, and the overall team-building philosophy. There's also the cautionary tale of other teams who built around older veterans, thinking it would accelerate their success, only to run into long-term issues with salary cap flexibility and declining performance. Chicago Bears fans remember past experiences where adding a big name veteran didn't necessarily translate to sustained success, and that's something the front office has to keep in mind. The goal isn't just to make one splashy move, it's to create a team that can be competitive year after year, while still developing young talent through the draft. Speaking of the draft, the Bears have a lot of eyes on potential edge rushers in the upcoming classes. The Senior Bowl and other scouting events have highlighted players like Zion Young from Missouri, a 22-year-old with a huge frame and athleticism that fits Dennis Allen's scheme perfectly. Young hasn't even hit a full NFL weight room yet, but he's already making waves with his ability to get into the backfield, disrupt plays, and impact both the run and pass game. Standing 6'4" and weighing 162 pounds, he's a physical specimen who could immediately challenge offensive lines and create problems for quarterbacks. Over his past season with Missouri, he recorded 40 total tackles, 22 solo, 6.5 sacks, 16.5 tackles for loss, 22 quarterback hits, to force fumbles and to fumble recoveries. Those stats illustrate a player who isn't just chasing numbers, but actively changing the dynamics of every game he's on the field for. For a Bears team that has struggled with run defense and edge pressure over the past few seasons, a player like Young represents a potentially game-changing addition. He's someone who could step in and contribute from day one, adding depth, versatility, and the ability to rotate into different fronts depending on the matchup. The Bears have a pick at number 57 in the 2nd round, and if they play their cards right, Zion Young could be exactly the kind of high-upside, high-impact rookie that gives this defense a spark. Meanwhile, it's not just about incoming talent. The Bears also have a pair of players making waves after a strong debut season. Rookie Culliston Loveland and veteran Joe Thuney, both players made the Sports Illustrated Top 100 list entering the 2026 season, with Loveland coming in at 58 and Thuney at 62. That's remarkable considering Loveland is a rookie tight end making an immediate impact, drawing comparisons to some of the best at his position. At 6'6" and 141 pounds, his size, athleticism, and reliable hands give the Bears a weapon in the passing game that can consistently challenge defenses. Thuney, at 33, continues to prove why he's a cornerstone of this defense, bringing experience, leadership, and production. Both players have already demonstrated that they can make plays in critical moments, whether it's in the red zone, on third down, or during key defensive stops. Their early success is indicative of a team that is blending youth with experience in a way that can create sustained performance rather than fleeting bursts. The Bears front office has shown that they value players who can immediately contribute while also having the potential to develop further, and this duo represents exactly that approach. The offseason also raises questions about strategic moves beyond just edge rushers and impact rookies. The Bears will need to balance budget flexibility, roster turnover, and draft capital carefully. With several contracts coming off the books, the team has opportunities to restructure, free up cap space, and target players who can fit specific roles without compromising long-term stability. Every move has to be calculated because one misstep could have ripple effects that last for years. That's where the analytical side of the organization meets the physical side of the sport. Evaluating players like Hendrickson, Crosby, and Young isn't just about statistics or highlight reels. It's about understanding how they will perform in complex game situations, how they mesh with teammates, and how they can withstand the rigors of an NFL season. Chicago Bears fans are invested in seeing the team take the right steps, and that means avoiding the temptation to chase short-term fixes that might jeopardize the broader plan. It's about creating a team that's competitive now while still building toward a sustainable future. Even as the focus remains on edge rushers and immediate roster needs, the Bears' approach to the draft could be equally impactful. Finding high-upside talent on a rookie contract allows the team to maximize value while still getting elite production. It's a strategy that rewards patience, scouting acumen, and careful roster management. Players like Zion Young could provide that perfect balance between immediate impact and future potential at the same time. Watching how veterans like Hendrickson or Crosby fit into the larger plan will determine whether the team opts for a short-term splash or continues to invest in youth and development. Every decision made in the next few months could shape the trajectory of the franchise for years to come, which is why this offseason feels so pivotal. The Bears are in a position to make choices that could either accelerate a rebuild or put them on a path toward sustained competitiveness if they execute wisely. As we continue diving into the Bears offseason, it's clear that Ryan Poles and his front office have a lot on their plate. Every move matters, and the decisions made now will echo throughout the 2026 season and beyond. One area that has garnered significant attention is the edge rusher position. It's not just about having a player who can rack up sacks. It's about disrupting the flow of opposing offenses, forcing mistakes, and creating opportunities for the secondary. Trey Hendrickson, if fully healthy, could provide that immediate impact. His experience with Dennis Allen's system is invaluable, allowing him to step in without a lengthy adjustment period. However, the caveat is the age factor. At 31, Hendrickson has already logged significant snaps in the NFL, and his durability could be a concern over a full season. While his past performance, 16 tackles, 8 quarterback hits for sacks in just 7 games, demonstrates his ability to dominate, the risk is whether he can maintain that level consistently without injury. Chicago Bears fans remember all too well the lessons from previous seasons, when veterans with high price tags and injury concerns did not deliver the sustained impact expected. On the flip side, Max Crosby presents a younger, slightly less expensive option with a more predictable health outlook. At 28, he has a full season under his belt, despite minor injuries, and his statistical production is impressive. 73 tackles, 28 quarterback hits, 10 sacks, and 20 tackles for loss. Crosby brings relentless motor and versatility, capable of defending the run and pressuring the passer in equal measure. While he doesn't have the immediate familiarity with Allen's defense that Hendrickson offers, his youth and energy provide a floor that the Bears can rely on over multiple seasons. This is the type of strategic decision that will define whether the Bears are looking for a short-term boost or setting the stage for long-term consistency. The front office must weigh not only the players' abilities but the broader implications on cap space, roster construction, and draft strategy. Missteps here could limit flexibility in future seasons, while a smart acquisition could provide the edge that transforms the defense overnight. Speaking of the draft, this is where the Bears have an opportunity to make a lasting impact. The team needs the balance immediate needs with building a sustainable core. Edge rushers like Zion Young from Missouri exemplify the type of talent that fits perfectly into this plan. Standing 6'4" and weighing 162 pounds, Young has an ideal blend of size, speed, and instincts. He's raw in terms of NFL experience, but his production at the collegiate level has been impressive. 40 to tackles, 20 to solo, 20 to quarterback hits, 16.5 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, to force fumbles, and to recoveries in the past season. These numbers don't just reflect physical ability. They indicate a player who consistently changes the dynamics of a game, affecting both passing and rushing attacks for a Bears defense that has struggled to contain big play opportunities. Young offers a chance to add a disruptive presence without immediately committing to a large contract. It's the kind of high upside, low risk move that could pay dividends both in the short term and over the next few seasons, especially if paired with strategic veteran signings. The dynamic between rookie Culliston Loveland and veteran Joe Thuney also highlights how the Bears are blending youth and experience effectively. Loveland's rookie season has been nothing short of remarkable. At 6'6" and 241 pounds, he possesses the kind of size and athleticism that make him a matchup nightmare. His hands are reliable, and his ability to contribute in both the red zone and on third down has drawn comparisons to some of the league's elite tight ends. Thuney, meanwhile, continues to anchor the defense, bringing leadership, versatility, and consistent production. At 33, his experience across multiple postseason teams provides the Bears with a steadying presence, ensuring that younger players like Loveland can thrive without being overwhelmed by the pace and complexity of the NFL. Having both players ranked in the top 100 by Sports Illustrated is a testament to the immediate impact they've had and a signal that the Bears are successfully identifying and developing talent that can contribute at a high level right away. Beyond individual players, the broader strategy for the Bears' offseason involves careful management of contracts, draft picks, and roster flexibility. With several veteran contracts set to expire and opportunities to restructure deals, Ryan Poles has the chance to allocate resources efficiently while still addressing critical needs. This balancing act is crucial. The Bears cannot afford to overcommit to one position or player at the expense of future flexibility. The decisions regarding Hendrickson, Crosby, and potential draft acquisitions like Zion Young must be made with an eye toward both immediate impact and long-term sustainability. Each choice has ripple effects, from cap management to locker room chemistry, and the front office must navigate these challenges carefully to avoid repeating past missteps where high-profile signings did not translate into sustained success. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Kevin Warren is reportedly furious, sparking a whirlwind of speculation across NFL circles. Sources suggest the Bears' president has called an emergency meeting that could have major implications for the team's future. At the center of the storm is offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, whose position is reportedly under intense scrutiny, while the details of the meeting remain closely guarded. Insiders hint that Warren's patience with Johnson may be wearing thin. The Bears have struggled to find consistency on offense, and whispers around the league suggest that frustration has reached a boiling point in the organization's upper echelons. Some analysts speculate that Warren, known for his hands-on approach and willingness to make bold moves, could be weighing a shakeup that might extend beyond coaching. While no official statements have been released, the urgency of the call reportedly signals that the front office is evaluating Johnson's future with the franchise. Fans and commentators have immediately latched onto the rumors, fueling a growing narrative that the Bears could be on the verge of a significant change. Social media has erupted with debates, with some arguing that Johnson deserves more time to implement his system, while others insist that the team's lackluster offensive production justifies decisive action. The intensity of the speculation has even prompted former players and insiders to weigh in, each adding layers of intrigue to the unfolding story. While the situation remains fluid, the mere suggestion of Johnson's potential departure has already sent shockwaves through Chicago and beyond. If the reports prove accurate, the implications for the Bears' season and possibly the broader coaching landscape could be profound. All eyes are now on Warren and the outcome of this high-stakes meeting, as the NFL world braces for what could be a dramatic turn in the Bears' organizational narrative. One thing is certain: Wherever this saga goes next, the speculation shows no signs of slowing, and fans are bracing for news that could reshape the franchise's trajectory in unexpected ways. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.